Ayyyokeke. Thank you for kicking with me. It's been a minute since I did a reading, so we are going to see what's going on with the collective energy for the next. What's the next big thing for you guys? What's your next big thing? So I did pull what chakras need your attention the most before I started this reading. So, the chakras that need your guys' attention the most is the throat chakra. Okay, this has to do not with just speaking, this has to do with listening, with your overall energy being listening and your life purpose, okay? So this is all about basically paying attention to the signs. A lot of you need to be open and receptive to the messages that are coming to you. And these messages might not come in the way of communication or physically showing up. A lot of you, these messages might be a conversation with somebody else. Somebody might say something to you that might spark of like, oh, I need to hear that. Or this might be via music. This could be the signs that the universe is sending you. This could be your dream state also too. But a lot of you're being told right now with the collective energy for the what's your next big thing is all about listening. Listening to the signs and the messages that are being given to you because you're getting pushed on your life purpose. Okay, a lot of you're getting pushed to really focus on what is it that makes you happy, what speaks to your soul. Okay, a lot of you, if you're being told right now, if you're feeling drained or exhausted, that means your soul is being depleted. It means it's time for a change or it's time to make something shake. But that's where the listening comes into and finding the inner strength to make this change. A lot of you are getting the divine knowledge and wisdom. A lot of you, this is ancestor wisdom being gifted to you on breaking certain patterns, but also about what you're about to enter into. A lot of you, there is a new cycle happening, but this new cycle happens when you choose self. Okay, 222 could be important. You could be seeing twos, you could be seeing sixes, you could be also seeing fours, okay? So let's see what's going on with the energy. What's the collective's energy right now, Spirit? What's the collective's energy? What's the collective's energy? What's her next big thing? What's the collective's next big thing? The next big thing for you, there will soon be a transformation within a connection in your life that in your life, the soul bond you share will grow in even deeper than before. So it seems like there's some type of partnership that's coming up for a lot of you that is actually meant to be here to help you find your life purpose. Okay. This could be you getting in a committed relationship. This could be you attracting new connections and networking with the right people who will align you with other people who put you on the right purpose. This could also be a new job change for a lot of you. It says someone who's destined to be in your life will soon enter if you make room by clearing out the energy of another who's no longer suited for you. The expectation that they will change create the change you desire. So a lot of you, they're in the energy of removing somebody from who no longer serves you, who you learn all your lessons you could learn, is making room for somebody new. This could also, like I said, could be a lot of you could be career change, or just some type of career aspect where you learn all you need to know at a job that is preparing you for another job or preparing you to step out on your own, whatever apply to whatever. But a lot of you don't realize there, and it's funny because I've been picking up this energy a lot, that a lot of people have been learning a lot of things through certain past connections that were preparing them for the next phase in their life. So, let's see. What is part of my collective? What sign is my collective gonna get when it comes to this listening card, Spirit? What sign my collective gonna get when it comes to this listening? What sign is my collective gonna get? The sign is you're getting the Ten of Cups, okay? And it's coming from while you're being in hermit mode. So a lot of you might be in isolation or feeling like you have to be alone. But the isolation is for healing purposes because Spirit is trying to speak to you. Spirit had to isolate you, remove you from certain connections or certain situations because you were getting the signs. You're about to get the signs of what is going to give you your Ten of Cups, what is going to bring you that wish fulfillment, what is going to bring you peace and happiness. A lot of you, this also could be a blended family that you're going to be stepping into, or just some type of connection that is going to bring you that emotional fulfillment. Yeah, you have to do a lot of rest and rejuvenating, okay, reevaluating, reassessing. A lot of healing has been taking place. The divine has stepped in and made you has removed you from certain things, or made you sit down and be isolated alone because there was some healing that had to be and some interscoping that had to happen because spirit said they couldn't speak to you because they were sending you signs, but you were too busy and being distracted by other things. And it made me think of what this pastor said that I've been watching, where he said the devil don't have to make you sin. All he got to do is slow you down. And that's what happened with a lot of you. Is like the devil was sending you guys tests and sending things to stop you or slow you or get you off track. and it was distracting you instead of making you face the reality of the fact that you still have some inner healing to do, that you had to do some inner scoping, that you had to really sit with yourself and reflect on things that you went through and see how it still is still blocking you in your future. And you had to find the way to balance out things in your life. You had to find a way to pour into you, which is going to cause you to take a quick change. There's a quick change that's happening. A lot of you don't realize while you're in the tournament mode, there is a quick shift that is already happening. And a lot of people don't realize too, sometimes you have to be still to let the change and the energy catch up to you and move on. And that's what's going on with a lot of you. What's part of this life purpose, Spirit? What's part of this life purpose? You had to go through some trials and you had to go through it to get your 10 of cups. 10 could be important. So part of your life purpose, a lot of you don't realize, is that you had to go through trials and tribulation. You had to go through the backstabbing. You had to go through the deceit. You had to go through the self-sabotaging, because it was all teaching you about yourself. It was teaching you about people around you, but it was also liberating you and freeing you and rebirthing you to be somebody who you're meant to be. And a lot of you, like I said, it's had to do when it comes to things that you were juggling in your past, learning how to balance out things in your life. But this is also teaching a lesson on setting healthy boundaries. So a lot of you had to go through a lot of backstabbing, betrayals, deceit, and all this other stuff, mental illness. And it was preparing you so you could feel a wish fulfillment. It showed you what you weren't trying to allow in your life. What about the Ten of Swords here for the life purpose? Yeah, because there was something that a lot of you were not learning. A lot of you, this is a cycle that you had to keep repeating because you were refusing to learn and change yourself. It's like with the Hangman in reverse, it's like some of you showing up as the King of Swords, you could be in your masculine energy. You were thinking from a logical standpoint, and Spirit was trying to show you had to change that mindset. You had to change the way you were seeing things. You had to change the way you were doing things. You had to change the way you were speaking to things. It was because it was causing you to repeat a cycle with the Hangman in reverse. It's like you weren't learning your lesson. What lesson were they weren't learning, Spirit? Yeah, you weren't learning on about setting boundaries and learning how to balance out your responsibilities. You weren't learning how to balance out more than one thing in your life. And a lot of you also, 4 + 2 = 6. You weren't learning how to give and receive. Okay, it was like some of you could have been takers. Others of you could have been over giving. So a lot of you had to learn that balance of giving and receiving, or learning to work with the universe. This also could have to do with materialistic things. Some of you could have been more focused on the materialistic things, that you weren't focused on the spiritual things. Some of you could have been very spiritual and not focused on the materialistic things. You had to find a balance between the practicality and the spirituality with the four of Pentacles and the Two of Pentacles. You had to learn how to save. You had to learn to know when to take action, learning how to juggle things. Is what I'm getting. But I do feel like some good news is coming your guys' way with the Page of Wands and the Three of Cups, okay? So like I said, a lot of you might get some type of message from somebody that this could be a new job offer. Sorry about that. But this is part 2. There is some type of celebration that a lot of you are going to have, okay? This could be you reuniting with somebody, or some type of good news about a celebration that you've been waiting on for the last 3 months. Something, yeah, a lot of you, this is something you've been waiting on. There's something that you invested in the past that's coming to fruition. It took 3 months for some type of good news to come back. You're starting to see some type of investment. This could be your financial freedom. You could be a King of Pentacles, or you could be dealing with a King of Pentacles, Capricorn, Taurus, Virgo, where this person is gaining their independence. This is something they've been waiting on. They've been, planting the seeds, and they've been waiting to see the fruits of their labor come out, and they're going to be celebrating some good news and wanting to reunite with you. Others of you, this could be some type of, you could be connecting with the King of Pentacles, who's actually putting you in position to succeed when it comes to a career or business deal. I see a lot of you might be partnering with somebody who is financially very stable. One thing about the King of Pentacles is very financially stable, and very secure. With the King of Pentacles and Nine of Pentacles, this is somebody who got money, okay? This is somebody who's stable, who's very secure, and who's also very generous. One thing about the King of Pentacles and the Queen of Pentacles, these are people who are very giving. But they're giving without with you proving yourself. And I feel like for a lot of you, they're wanting to invest in you. And there's going to be something that you are celebrating. Like I said, this could be a business partnership for a lot of you, or somebody you're networking or connecting with. But we're going to see what is this transformation. What's going on? What's the collective need to know? What's their next thing they need to know? Spirit, what's their next big thing? Let me see. I want to see, who's this person destined to be in your life, first of all, before I pull on the collective energy. Who's this person that's destined to be in your life, Spirit? Actually, let's see. Let's see who this person is that's destined to be in our life. Yeah, so you got the mature man. This is y'all. I'm telling you, this is somebody who has money. So this could be your new boss. This could be someone you're connected to, a romantic partner who's coming in, who's gonna be very mature and very secure, and who's gonna want to invest in you with a great fortune. This is somebody. Yeah, this is somebody who has money. This is somebody who wants to, some of you, this might also be a romantic relationship, who wants to have a family with you, wants to bring you around their family, because you're the main woman in their life. Okay, this is somebody who has a strong love connection with you, a strong soulmate, strong, and they care about you, and they're very much imprisoned about the fact of this connection. They do everything with you in mind. Yeah, they want to come in and make this work. Some of you, this is somebody who wants to put in the effort into having a connection or a relationship with you. Or this could also, like I said, if some of you, if this is a career thing where there you might be coming in contact with somebody who has business connection or is this boss or whatever, and they have a great fortune where they see your value, they see your worth, and they want to bring you around into their work environment and make you the main person, a part of their company or part of their business. Yeah, this has to do with occupation, or like I said, this is someone who sees you hardworking. This is someone who sees that you're willing to do the put in the work and change things, and they're willing to invest in you. What else for this mature man? Yeah, Junction. So, there might be somebody who's going through some court issues that's attached to you, that's meant to be in your life. I feel like this person, for some of you, this is somebody who's going through a legal situation with somebody they were attached to from their past that is being cleared out. This person could be going through money issues with this person, or this person that we're connected to is trying to wish bad on them and make them be poor or bring poverty onto them by dragging out situation. But they don't realize unexpected income is coming into them through this situation. Yeah, because the ending is happening. Yeah, a lot of you, this is a romantic connection. This is somebody who's going through some type of either a spiritual awakening that's causing them to go through some type of rebirth of how they see their abundance, or just how they see themselves outside the material aspects of you. This could be someone who is going through some type of legal situation. Could be a divorce, custody battle. Um, this could also be, just a legal situation where it's coming to an end, and their struggles of poverty that they were facing, or the lack of money or stability, it's coming to an end through this court situation. And it's funny these two cards fell out. Yeah, and a lot of you don't realize sudden wealth and privileged lady. So there's a privileged lady that's connected to this mature man who is trying to get money from this person. I also feel like for a lot of you with the privileged lady, I feel like a lot of you, you are the privileged lady, and you are coming to sudden wealth. And a lot of you don't realize that the sudden wealth and privileged lady is because you are attracting this money into you because of your hard work. A lot of you, yeah, and a lot of you, this privileged lady is you're also getting this through a connection, through a marriage, through some type of partnership. Um, so it seems whoever this person is that is supposed to be in your life is clearing out some type of energy, going through some type of legal situation with the courthouse here, okay? And I do feel like this person is going to come into some type of money, but a lot of you don't realize as you grow independently financially, it's like this person is mirroring this to you. But it seems like this person is about to come into some money also. Whatever legal situation they're going through, it was to test. It was to test them. It was to test their faith. It was to test what are they willing to give up. It's to test their mindset. It's to test to see have they really grown, have they really changed, like they say to have what they want. And this is something that they have been keeping a secret. It seems like close family and friends know about this. Um, and a lot of you, this has to do with kids. So this could be like people going through custody battles right now. And something about the summer is very important. So either this is coming to an end during the summer, or this took a whole year, because Destiny Horizon has to do with a whole year when it comes to a time frame. What about the courthouse spirit? Yeah, great fortune, the main man. It seems like the main man is going to come into some money because something is about to be revealed. Yeah, the pathway in reverse. And it's funny, like a lot of you, this person could have been married, or this person could have had a baby mama, a baby dad, where this person was trying to take this person for everything. And it seems like this situation has come to an end with the pathway in reverse. And this person is about to come out with high honors. Something about a house situation. So there could have been like a sale of a house or a living situation where somebody was done wrong, and it's becoming clear. Um, to somebody, or it's becoming clear to the court that somebody owes somebody else money is what I'm getting. But it seems like who's supposed to be in your life is clearing out some type of past connection or some type of past karma to make room for you guys. But it also comes with financial gain. It seems like this person, as you independently step into your money and financial situation, so is this person, is what I'm getting for a lot of you. Yeah, with the lovers here, a lot of the lovers and the main woman. A lot of you don't realize y'all are attracting a connection towards you. But you also have another feminine energy who is spying or just very mad is what I'm getting for a lot of you. So what else does my collective need to know, Spirit, when it comes to this energy? What else does my collective need to know when it comes to this energy? So a life purpose and listening. So some of you, when it seems like your life purpose has to do with a connection. Either this is a business connection or it's a romantic connection. Some of you, if this is a romantic connection, you're meant to be in a relationship or a marriage where you and this person are meant to have kids or start some type of business and build generational wealth for y'all's family together. It's like seems like somebody's connection is healing the other. Sorry about that, but it definitely, like I was saying, like a lot of you, was it me getting distracted right there? There are people or situations or just energy that is trying to block this from coming together. So a lot of you, that's why Spirit is having a lot of you be isolated and being told to listen, because a lot of you physically, with your physical eyes, to you is, and from your ego standpoint, is like it's never gonna happen. It's not coming together. This it just keeps there's issue after issue when really the divine is telling you, you have to see with your spiritual eyes. You have to listen. Listen to your intuition. Listen to the message and guidance that we're sending you. That's what they're trying to tell you. Because a lot of you don't realize your life person has to do with another person. Either this is business or romantic relationship. Some of you are meant to be married and have a baby. Others of you are meant to start a business with another person. And a lot of you don't realize this business is actually going to be very successful. This person is going to invest in your ideas, trust you, and believe in you, and vice versa is what I'm getting for a lot of you. Spirit, what else does this collective need to know about this energy when it comes to life purpose? So, but a lot of you don't realize Spirit had to isolate you and separate you from everything because you weren't listening. You were letting your ego dictate what the intuition is trying to tell you. Yeah, there is a cycle that is closing out. Yeah, y'all are showing up as the Queen of Pentacles, okay? Y'all are stepping into your power. Y'all are stepping into stability. Y'all are stepping into security. But I also get this energy where a lot of you are going to be very independent. But not with this independence, like it's not independent of like selfishness, but it's independent of like my hard work is paying off, okay? And it's like you had to transmute a lot of heartbreak, a lot of pain, a lot of setbacks and delays, but you don't realize everything you went through in the past, all those burdens, setbacks, and delays, is because Spirit wants you to listen to your intuition. Everything you went through was because you were going through a spiritual awakening. It was teaching you to trust yourself. And it was all for healing purposes, which is now bringing you the good news because you have balanced out your energy to the point where you know, like a spirituality and practicality. You have the Queen of Pentacles and the Queen of Cups. These two women are very intuitive. Okay, they're very much both nurturing. One overgives, one learns to focus on herself. She's very nurturing. She's emotionally available, but she knows to cater and fill her own cup. The Queen of Pentacles, yes, she's very hardworking, very generous. She's sometimes too generous. She overgives sometimes material wise, but a lot of you had to learn to balance that energy out within you. And this is why the wheel is turning because the Ten of Pentacles, a lot of you had to get on your stuff. So you went from the Nine of Pentacles to the Ten of Pentacles. But there is a cycle that's closing out where now you're attracting somebody who is going to want to give to you, who's going to want to add to you, and there's going to be some type of celebration. This is part of a lot of y'all's life purpose. The next 3 months is very important, okay? For this collective, whoever this message is for, the next 3 months of support, you are going to be celebrating something. And I feel like a lot of you, what the celebration is going to be people giving to you. A lot of you could be already getting these little signs of it where people are giving you compliments. People are wanting to, do things for you. But this is teaching you to receive. It's teaching you where you don't always have to take and overgive. What's the Six of Pentacles here? Yeah, the temptation. A lot of you are also learning to face your temptations with the Six of Pentacles, of seeing where your bad habits of where you could be over giving or where you could be under receiving or where you could be not setting those boundaries, and it also teach you a lesson of when to walk away from things that no longer serve you or cause you confusion or cause you discord in the spiritual way, whereas like your soul is not comfortable or unhappy. You're learning to walk away from things that are not also being reciprocated. This is why a lot of you had to be in isolation, so you can reflect on these memories, these situations, to be emotionally filled on what is it for you. What else for the devil? Yeah, you had to face your temptation and fears. Yeah, and this is something you slowly had to work at, okay? With the Knight of Pentacles here. You had to slowly learn to gain trust yourself, and learn from your, situations that you had to, that you, a lot of you regret, the mistakes you have made when it comes to choosing the wrong thing or not making a choice. The Knight of Pentacles here. Yeah, a lot of you had to learn to be more disciplined and loyal to yourself. And this could also be the fact that like, a lot of you financially, you could be in all over the place. You could not have been disciplined with how you save your money, which has caused you to be this feeling like this lack of like, I don't have enough. Or like I said, for a lot of you, this is career. You could have been in a toxic work environment where you stayed in a job longer than you should because, oh, it was providing for me. It was, helping me gain my money, but it was always, you were living check to check, or you've always felt some type of lack. And spirit was telling you to be patient because some type of plan was coming together. Yeah, to build for your longevity, but you don't realize this was all a test for you to be patient, because the bigger picture was you were building for the long term, but it was teaching you to have confidence in yourself, which is now attracting good news your way. A lot of you, this is good news that's going to be emotional fulfilling. Because also you're going to be doing something that is actually going to showcase your skills, is what I'm getting to. What about the Three of Cups? Yeah, it's funny I said good news, Page of Cups. Some type of good news is coming your way, and it's coming quickly because you're coming out of this depressed state with the Sun card in reverse. It's like you're a wounded warrior, but you don't realize good news is coming with you, for you financially, and good news for you emotionally with the pages here. So a lot of you, this could be money coming into you. This also could be a job offer. This could be a romantic proposal, but whatever it is, it's going to be something that's part of your life purpose that's actually going to align you to get this 10 of Cups. So, and the wheel is turning in your favor. So a lot of you, is like you went through what you need to go through because it was for the bigger picture. All right. So what self-care message you have for my collective spirit? Ooh, I guess I'm supposed to take these two. You have sleep and rest, past life connection, confirmation. Sleep and rest. Let your body have the peace it deserves without feeling guilty. So this was the time where a lot of you, the reason why Spirit isolated a lot of you, not only just to communicate with you, but it's because a lot of you don't rest. A lot of you feel like you have to be on the go, go, go. You have to do something. If you're not doing something, you're not being productive. But you don't realize sleep and rest is being productive. Your body has to catch up with the spiritual side. So a lot of you don't realize sometimes you have to take your time out for yourself. Sometimes you have to go on vacation. Sometimes you have to take that nap because your body is trying to catch up to the energetic side of it. But also you have to learn to release that guilt and shame of being told of like, if you're not doing something, you're not working hard. No, sometimes you have to rest and be still to realize sometimes the energy has to catch up to you to see the shift. But you have past life connection. Someone with heavy influence from a past life is with you. So this could also be your ancestors, your guides being connected with you or helping you, which are the people who are communicating with you, giving you the signs and the message on what is it that you need to know that's coming for you, or all those also the directions. Overcoming obstacles. Okay, this confirmation what I said, you had to go through what you had to go through because you're closing out a cycle, overcoming those obstacles, learning a lot about yourself to get this good news, to celebrate something. And so overcoming obstacles, get back on your feet, gain strength from the difficult situations, the inner strength, the divine wisdom from your past, and learn to forgive yourself and nurture yourself because this was all part of your healing, and meditate because you were going through a spiritual awakening. These cards just confirm each other. Um, and you had to release the declutter. And it's funny because this pastor I was watching, Pastor Mike, he said, spiritual detox is not punishment; it's preparation. You have to declutter to make room for God to fulfill that space. So decluttering stuff is like you have to define what is that is depleting you. If you can't define the issue, you don't know what's depleting you, and that's what happened for a lot of you. Have to do you a lot of you are going through a this energy is causing this transformation. Is causing you to go through a spiritual detox, which means Get off of social media. Withdraw from your friends. Isolate yourself from people who always influence you, always got something to say, always having a type of opinion. So you can see things for yourself. So you can learn to trust your own intuition. So you can listen to the signs. So you can strengthen your own intuition. So you can move forward in life. Yeah, meditate, quiet the mind, and let your soul speak. Confirmation. A lot of you are being told to stop listening to your ego. And what is your chest feeling? What is your heart saying? You don't realize your intuition is your gut. Fear is in your chest. So if you're having anxiety and fear, that means that is fear. That is not in your intuition. And that's what's confirmation for a lot of you guys. So the next 30 days, Spirit wants you to be disciplined. Set a goal. Be disciplined. Set a challenge for yourself of like, okay, a new habit. Say, hey, I won't be on social media for 30 days. I won't speak negative to myself for 30 days. I won't drink, whatever it is. But Spirit saying it's time to make a new habit and time to show yourself that you can make these little changes because it's preparing you to make big changes. So this is what I got for you guys. Thank you.